It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Checking out the 76ers, playing above 500 in the last few weeks. Not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. And tonight, two offenses that like to score in the post. Shaq, defensively, how do you counteract that?
Two types of denying. Deny the position and deny the entry pass.
Yes.
Sounds like you're in a state of denial.
I deny everything you just said.
Is it just me? I thought that was funny.
But you know what the other thing you could do, Shaq? If you pressure the passer, what it does is then it allows the defender to have more time to get around on the defensive and provide.
You're lucky I didn't guard you in your career.
Oh, I would have went right by you.
You're lucky.
I would have hoped you pressured me.
Let's go to Kevin Harlan. Time for the tip.
And it's the 76ers coming in from out of town in this one, an interconference game today. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. They continue to spread the load, trying to compensate for the injured Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I hear you, Kevin. But really, it's an issue for both teams with regard to the injury situation. So it's a matter of which team can rise up and show the fortitude necessary to play through those injuries and still come out on top.
You know, it's something almost every team goes through. I mean, but at some point in the season. But depth is so important. You know, when somebody gets hurt or injured, you know, it's always an opportunity for someone to step up.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, hello there. Spurs coach Greg Popovich made the top 5 in all-time coaching wins last season. When asked about it, Pop said, "It's the most important thing in my life. My grandchildren can take a hike." I don't think he was being serious, guys.
Great stuff, DA. Thanks. Well, Chris, some teams already realize a championship just is not going to be in their future this season. How should those kind of teams approach the rest of the season?
Give your best.
Right, yeah.
Give your all. We're competitors. This is the NBA, the greatest league in the world. The greatest basketball players assemble. And so, one, you have to respect the game. You have to respect the monotony. You have to respect the work. You have to respect the travel. And you have to be thankful, by the way. And when you put all that together, you go into your job and you do the best. Focus on getting better every day. And there's a good chance that you will.
And making sure that you give the fans what they're paying for.
Hey, that's what it's all about. If you don't entertain the fans, hey, something's wrong with you. If you can't have fun with 20,000 screaming fans and the kids with their popcorns and all the stuff going on, if you don't remember what it's about, Kev, you kind of lost your mojo already.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Covington at the 3 and Saric at the 4. Crawford out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Muscala in at the center.
Kevin, the length of Covington, it makes him a difficult guy to guard. Skilled at picking up contact. You know, Robert Covington has been part of it all. He's one of the few 76ers to have seen the complete process and the transformation from 76ers bottom dweller to contender.
Free throw drops for Covington. And Covington, who broke onto the NBA scene with the 76ers back in 2014, he has certainly seen it all.
Yeah, and you have to love how Covington used the bad years as a chance to prove himself as a player. He improved his shot and defense while the franchise rebuilt. Now he's a critical role player on this fantastic team.
And both free throws good for Covington.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Bledsoe kicks to Bertans. Passes it to Gasol. Bledsoe outside. Pass to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Covington. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. San Antonio with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And that's one of those games where I just felt the attitude going in was wrong. I think they believed what was being said about them in the press, and that was a game that they just couldn't win.
Well, Greg, no matter what their mindset was, that was going to be a very tough task. Let's face it, they don't have the horses to compete with those guys.
Roof shots.
First free throw is good. Well, with Kawhi Leonard gone, a new era for the Spurs. Even with the addition of DeMar DeRozan, San Antonio looks to be entering their most significant rebuild in decades.
Yeah, but at least they were able to get a star in DeRozan. Now, I would call it more of a reload than a rebuild for the Spurs. Still a lot of talent to work with on that roster.
Well, see, Webb, there were a ton of huge personalities on this 76ers team, from the stars right on down to the rotation players.
Well, it starts with the Embiid. You know, he's talking junk out there. And think about the quiet swagger that Simmons plays with. This group genuinely get along, and they play for each other. The trials they went through to get here as a core, they should have all the confidence in the world.
Drills the three-pointer.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Feeds it to DeRozan. Battles through traffic and lays it in. DeRozan's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, they lean on him for a big portion of their scoring, with a good reason.
Crawford passes to Fultz. That shot, no good. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. DeRozan in the corner. And DeRozan throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Deep 2 from Crawford. Steps back and drains the jump shot.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Middleton against Covington. And Middleton kicks to Bertans. Pass to DeRozan. Puts up a 3. That shot off the mark. And it's Philadelphia the other way. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season.
Up top, Bledsoe, guarded by Fultz, and that one drops.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Muscala finds Šarić. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Oh, you can't let Sarr get comfortable shooting from mid-range. I mean, once this happens, it's a wrap.
The pass to Gasol. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Bertans. Buries it down low. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Fultz. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Crawford outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Wow, the solid court awareness. Leave someone open on Fultz squad and you're going to regret it.
DeRozan passes to Middleton. Here's Gasol. Defended by Covington. DeRozan surveying the D. He kicks it to Bledsoe. It's rebounded by Fultz.
Does well to burrow his way into the post, but loses his touch on the finish.
In the corner, it's Crawford. From outside, off the mark. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bertanis passes to DeRozan. Bledsoe left side. Back to DeRozan. Pulls up on the wing. He can't get it to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Well, Greg, what amazed me was they could sustain nothing on offense. They'd make a couple of buckets, then go right back into their shell.
Here's DeRozan after the basket by Dario Saric.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
Inside, Crawford somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Crawford's got 7 points.
I mean, he's finding some good shots early on, and what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
They grabbed their own miss. Knocked loose. Covington with the steal. Here's Fultz. Bledsoe with the defensive effort.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
Kicks it to Middleton, and they call an illegal screen here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. We look at the Bucks. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, there's the 76ers. They find themselves in fourth place.
And right now for the 76ers, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Yeah, they'll be there in the playoffs. I'm sure of that. It's just a matter of how high they'll be seated.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pirtle, he's checked in for Gasol. Bellinelli comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Mills in for Eric Bledsoe. And the 76ers also making a change. Redick is checked in. Now here's Covington. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. From deep three-point range, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And a quick look at the numbers for J.J. Redick. Putting up about 10 points a night, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team. And think about, Kevin, this talented 76ers team. Coach Brown helped shape and form the core of this roster. I mean, he has come up with the group much as they have grown under him.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Amir Johnson's checked in for Muscala. Chandler comes in for Robert Covington. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. Now Mills. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And with Brown, he has the trust of the players because they have gone through the same trying times.
And let's not undervalue what stability has meant for this group. Having a coach like Coach Brown, who has been through the ups and downs with the Sixers, it makes players play that much harder for him.
Count that one. And that's now 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game, don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Now here's Saric. 14 points from him the last game against Cleveland. Johnson can't hit. Bellinelli with it. Pass to Mills. He kicks to Pirtle. Bellinelli for 3, connects from three-point range. Now just a 1-point 76ers lead.
And that catch-and-shoot jumper from Bellinelli is like snake's venom. Downright lethal when he's in rhythm.
Redick with the bucket.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Spurs. It's Pirtle top of the key. Knocks it loose. And here we go. Saric, the fast break chance. And no good that time. Now here's Mills. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Bellinelli. He feeds it to Pirtle. Redick against Bellinelli. Over Redick. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Philadelphia leading by 3. Saric attacking. Now the feed to Chandler. And he banks in the layup. Here's Mills. Outside DeRozan. The pass to Pirtle. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Johnson. And Patrick Mills gets the 3.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Now here's Saric. And Redick the bucket on the assist by Saric. And the 76ers lead by 4. The Spurs have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Outside DeRozan. Passes it to Pirtle. Kicks it to Mills. Just 5 to shoot. Over McConnell. Hits the front of the rim and out. Philadelphia leading by 4. The shot by Chandler wide open. Nailed from three-point land. Chandler's got his second basket of the night. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Bellinelli dishes to Mills. DeRozan against Chandler. Bellinelli for 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Bellinelli's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Spurs. McConnell scanning the floor. Johnson in the corner. Back to McConnell. Launches it. San Antonio with the rebound.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now, here's Redick. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. That's going to send Wilson Chandler to the line. That one on DeRozan. For Philadelphia, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The Spurs making a switch here. Walker's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Korkmaz checked in for Saric. They throw good, Wilson Chandler. And the Spurs now in the post-Kawhi Leonard era of the franchise. Greg, how do they recover, do you think?
If any team can survive losing a player of Kawhi's caliber, it's got to be the Spurs. They have good depth, got a good return in the trade, and players will step up. Won't be the power they once were for a while, but they'll rebound in no time.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Back to McConnell. Bellinelli against Redick. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Chandler's got 10 points in the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And here's Walker. Shoots over Redick, and that one released in time, but no good.
Solid at contesting shots. Redick really has developed into a fine defender over time.
And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back to the action after this word. DeMar DeRozan last season opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy, and that was part of it, not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes, as public figures, can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Playing smart in this first period. Credit their unselfish play.
Always a good strategy. Get as many people involved as you can early on.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, T.J. McConnell is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Wilson Chandler. Then it's Johnson. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
Well, they certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. D.A., thank you.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Mills. Now, here's Bellinelli. D right on him. Shot's good by Walker.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Now, here's Chandler. He's got 10. Bellinelli pulls it in. Spurs trail by 4. Right side to Walker. Pass to Bellinelli. It's Pirtle top of the key. And here's Mills from the arc. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
He had 1 3-pointer in the first, but still searching for that second one.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Mills. Dishes to Bellinelli. Back to Mills. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Bellinelli's got 13 points.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. McConnell finds Johnson. Redick against Walker. Back to Johnson. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Chris, of current players who could eventually become coaches, who would you put in that category? There are a lot of brilliant guys that play this game, think the game through so well.
Chris Paul, Ariza, those guys come to mind for some reason to me. Klay Thompson,
yes,
he comes to mind. And I don't know if it's the personality that I see these guys in or if it's the way that they approach the game. But, those guys come to mind. I definitely could see them taking the game to another level once their playing days have ended.
Now here's Johnson. Chandler kicks to Johnson. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shot's good by Mills. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 3-point lead. Bellinelli against Chandler. On the wing, Johnson releases from the wing and drills it.
Timeout.
And the 76ers lead by 5.
Now that's a shot that Johnson is very comfortable with. He can hit that mid-range Jimmy.
San Antonio calls timeout. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol is checked in for Bertinus. Chris Middleton comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Walker. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Patty Mills. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Muscala is checked in for Johnson. Robert Covington comes in for Korkmaz. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Fulton for T.J. McConnell. Here's Crawford after Pau Gasol's bucket. Fires from the line. Crawford, no luck. Here is Forbes, guarded by Crawford. Forbes, the pass to Middleton. From down in the low post, it goes. Now just a 1-point 76ers lead. To the inside. Muscala gets the bucket. Muscala's got his second basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Bledsoe finds Gasol. Puts it up from 17. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Fultz has got 4 rebounds in this game. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the balance Fultz have, terrific at taking the contact and finding a way to finish.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Sharch checked in for Wilson Chandler.
One shot, find the lanes.
And that one misses.
But that's what I love about Fultz. He does a little bit of everything. Scores, rebounds, passes.
Now the pass to Gasol. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Another miss by Middleton. Philadelphia leading by 5. And Saric kicks to Fultz. Another miss by Philadelphia. Spurs have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Now Covington. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Crawford. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now here's Middleton. 11 points for him in that last game against Chicago. Gasol dishes to Pirtle. Saric with it. Passes to Muscala. Kicks it to Fultz. Covington against Middleton. Saric outside. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Golden State. They're looking extremely sharp right now. Poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Spurs just need to take it a game at a time.
And, you know, for the Spurs, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Yeah, and we're deep enough into the season now to know they don't have what it takes to mount up any kind of charge.
And, Chris, you spent time here with the 76ers in your career and led them to a postseason run. How much does the city bond when that happens?
Well, I tell you what, I love my time in Philly. I mean, I was injured late in my career, and I got so much love. If you play hard, they'll give you love. If you play hard, they'll respect you. I mean, seeing that here with both the 76ers and their football team, how they go all out, how they give you that love, and their baseball team. I mean, they were third in attendance, and fans don't get enough credit for their love of the team. Yeah, they could be cruel at times, but when you win, they love you, and they go all out.
Muscala misses. Spurs trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
That's too much space to give him out there on the perimeter. They got to close out on him.
76ers have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Crawford kicks to Covington. It's deflected.
And you got to give appreciation to how Hurdle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
Pass to Bledsoe. Six on the shot clock. Middleton for 3. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's his 3rd foul of the game. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Pirtle. Saric passes to Crawford. With a step back. San Antonio with the rebound. And Middleton kicks to DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And it's 9 points for DeMar DeRozan.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Crawford outside. Over in the corner, Fultz. Five to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's Saric. And that one goes long.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Saric against DeRozan. Pass to Bledsoe. Feeds it to Middleton. And it's blocked. Now here's Saric. 1:36 left now here in the second. Here's Crawford. The 76ers with another miss. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for San Antonio. They trail by 1. To the inside, Covington, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Proving he's not afraid to finish with power. Covington loves to dunk it home.
Gasol passes to Forbes. Up top, Bledsoe. Down low. Here's Gasol. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And the stick-with-it attitude of Gasol, just overwhelming the defense with his length.
And it's Saric, that time on the assist by Crawford. Saric has got his 3rd basket of the night. Spurs trail by 3. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Gasol finds DeRozan. Back to Gasol. It doesn't go for him. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Covington. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Bledsoe outside. And there's the pass to DeRozan. Over Saric. Some solid defense from Saric. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. 76ers lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Amir, you guys really changed the energy level tonight. What has been the focus?
Just playing with a sense of urgency. You know, we made some mistakes last game, and we're playing much better this game. We got to clean up on a few mistakes and just playing with a sense of urgency.
Amir, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. Right out of the gates, it was Philadelphia setting the tone. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. Going through the second quarter, they started to look a bit fatigued, but played well enough to enjoy a 5-point cushion here at the half. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, their ball movement was phenomenal. Now, they're in good position to win this game, large in part because of those assists. And this is the thing, Ernie. When you win as a team, you feel better about everything that happens.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, they had no consistency on the defensive end. Looked like they were building confidence, and then boom, turn up the volume. A series of bad plays. They're giving up way too many good looks.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been quite a game for Marco Bellinelli.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Spurs trail by 5, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Chris Middleton. Bledsoe is out there with DeRozan. Then it's Pau Gasol, and it's Bertans in at the power forward.
And with DeRozan getting traded, he said he felt backstabbed by Raptors management after they said he wouldn't be traded. At the end of the day, people will do what's best for their own position, whether they're a GM or a player. But you better believe they'll love DeRozan in Toronto forever, no matter what jersey he wears.
Fultz kicks to Šarić. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Out to DeRozan. Bledsoe taking his time here. Fades. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from DeMar DeRozan.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way. They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Passes it to Bertans. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. The feed to Fultz. Stolen by Bledsoe. Pass to Gasol. Now here's Middleton. DeRozan finds Gasol. Back to DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the lead. But they get it back. To the middle. Here's Bertans. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Bertans got 6. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Now here's Crawford. He's got 11. And DeRozan sends it back.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Bertans passes to Bledsoe. Crawford with the steal. Covington inside the line, and that misses badly. Air ball. Bertans kicks to DeRozan. From the baseline. And it's San Antonio with another.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. And the 76ers also making a change. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Robert Covington. Fultz kicks to Saric. Here's Chandler. He's got 10. Pass to Saric. To the paint. Here's Fultz. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. You know, when it comes to ongoing contract negotiations, C-Web, how distracting did you find it for those players and for yourself to deal with all that going on?
It can be very distracting if you allow it to take over. What I would suggest for players in those situations, whether you're a restricted free agent or a free agent, I would give you one piece of advice, and I think LeBron has epitomized this. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about what team or what pending teams or what city you like to go swimming in or you and your wife visit in the summer, because all that does is create confusion. And all it does is send a message to fans and other players that maybe you're thinking about something that you can't control at that time. And so usually I think you should go introspective. You should work as hard as you can to improve and to get better. But that is something that definitely can distract you. And so hopefully you have a great layer of people that can be barriers from kind of the outside noise. The contract is going to be what it's going to be. And the only way you can continue to prove your worth is by going out there, executing every day on the court.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Redick for three. Rebound, San Antonio. Gasol's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Bertans. No good. Some solid defense from Saric. On the wing, Chandler. And it's off from three-point range. Spurs leading by 3. Left side, DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And here is Muscala. He's got 5. Here's Saric. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And it's 8 points for Dario Saric.
But you got to respect the interior game of Saric. I mean, he's solid at using his size to his advantage down there.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. Good on the triple. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Muscala kicks to Chandler. Picked off in midair. Here's Bertans. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Saric, that's good.
That's just sheer will. I mean, even when you body Saric, I mean, he stays after it and tries to score.
Bellinelli against Chandler. Takes the 13-footer off the left rim and out. The 76ers trail by 6. Saric has the open look. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 17-6 run. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. The Spurs shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And some changes here for the Spurs. Jakob comes in for Pau Gasol. And Walker subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And then for Philadelphia, Amir Johnson's checked in for Mike Muscala. Korkmaz comes in for Saric. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 9-point game. He kicks it to Chandler. And the dunk by Chandler.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
Pirtle with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. He gives them a double-digit lead. Mills has got 8 points.
Love how skilled Pirtle is. So good at getting the ball over to the open teammate.
Timeout called the 76ers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Now, here's McConnell, covered by Mills. McConnell finds Chandler. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Johnson. San Antonio with the rebound. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
On the wing, Bellinelli. For the 3. Korkmaz grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 10. Chandler goes in, and the dunk by Chandler.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Bertans. How last month turned out for him, he's right around 9 points a night, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
First one falls for him.
But think about the core of this team, Kevin. Simmons, Embiid, and Fultz. They're all incredible in the open floor. All unique and exciting. And they can play the game in ways you haven't seen. Their unselfishness on offense seeps into the rest of the team.
And so he hits both. And the 76ers love to pass. 2nd in the league in assists, and Chris also pushed the pace.
Yeah, Kev, they're 4th in pace of play, and they want to get out and run. Ben Simmons, he makes it happen out there on the floor. They can turn it over and shoot themselves in the foot, but when they get things right, it's a thing of beauty.
Clock at 6. Mills with the steal. Here's Walker, and they pick up 2. Walker's got 5 now.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Spurs leading by 10. Mills looking it over. Chandler comes with a double team. Here's Bertans. Hits in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Redick passes to Chandler. Now McConnell. Johnson kicks to McConnell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That is his first foul of the game. Spurs making a switch here. Forbes checked in. Korkmaz passes to McConnell. Just 5 to shoot. The rebound by the Spurs. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And Bellinelli kicks to Forbes. Back to Bellinelli. Now Walker, he has 5. The shot's good from Forbes.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And the 76ers call time here. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for San Antonio.
And it's really been a big night for that backcourt. They've given their guards as much freedom as they want, and over again, those guys have come through.
McConnell with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. With the shot. Forbes with the rebound.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Outside, Walker. And Bellinelli kicks to Forbes. There's the pass to Pirtle. Here is Forbes. That's a two-pointer from Walker. Rebound by the 76ers. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The shot by Redick, no good. Spurs leading by 15. Here is Forbes. 6 points for him. He dishes it to Bellinelli. Kicks to Walker. Passes it to Forbes. No good on the 3. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. He feeds it to Chandler. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. Outside, Redick. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. 9 points for J.J. Redick.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Forbes, the pass to Bellinelli. Walker with a clean look. San Antonio again missing.
They haven't been able to count on his scoring tonight, but still, here they are in the lead.
McConnell finds Chandler. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only 1 in the first.
Bertans can't get it to go. It's Redick on the wing. Lays it up off the glass. Redick's got 11 points.
Not just a shooter, Redick can also get inside, effective at exploiting holes in the defense.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by McConnell. Pass to Forbes. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. A different look now for San Antonio. Pau Gasol is checked in for Bertans. Chris Middleton comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Bryn Forbes. Philadelphia also making some changes. Muscala, he's checked in for Chandler. Robert Covington comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. McConnell kicks to Covington. Right wing. Muscala, the pass to McConnell. The dish now to Covington. 5 to shoot. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, what a terrible foul there. The shot clock winding down, and he ends up bailing out the offense with a silly foul.
7 seconds left in the third quarter. That's tipped. He gets it up, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for the San Antonio Spurs. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The 76ers trail by 10, so on the floor for Philadelphia. Covington at the 3 and Saric at the 4. Crawford out there with Fultz, and it's Muscala in at the 5.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Bledsoe outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Bledsoe's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Spurs. Fultz kicks to Crawford. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's DeRozan. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That'll be his second foul of the game. The 76ers trail by 13. Now here's Fultz. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Proving why he was the #1 pick in 2017. Fultz is capable of finishing under duress inside.
One shot.
That free throw good from Fultz. San Antonio leading by 10. DeRozan finds Middleton. Spurs passing it around. DeRozan against Crawford. 6 to shoot. Bledsoe for 3. Here's Gasol, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. And the Spurs lead by 12.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Covington against Middleton. Here's Saric. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Goes up at the stripe. The shot missing. And Philadelphia the other way now.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Gasol with the steal. And it's Middleton penetrating. Feeds to Poeltl. Over Saric. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Astonishing body control by Poeltl. Just taking the hit head on and finishing through it all.
Covington against Middleton. Covington kicks to Saric. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Really improving this part of his game. When Saric is dialed in from deep, it helps so much.
Bledsoe outside. Here's DeRozan. Crawford with the rebound.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And last summer, after 9 terrific seasons in Toronto, DeMar DeRozan traded to San Antonio.
And guys, you have to feel for the sudden change for DeRozan. Gave Toronto some of their best years. At the same time, happy that DeRozan has gone to an organization that has proven success over the years.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. Davis Bertans checks in for Jakob Poeltl. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
Well, he's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
The 76ers trail by 13. Timeout called the 76ers. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
9 feet out. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded. Good D by Bledsoe. Got a piece of it. Covington with the steal. Here's Saric. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Got to do more than that against Sark. Even when you get physical with him, he guts through it.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 13-point lead. Middleton the pass to DeRozan. That one drops for him. DeRozan's got 28 points for the game.
I mean, he's been terrific from the field so far this half. I mean, driving his percentage through the roof.
Muscala dishes to Saric. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Saric has got 11 in the second half.
And nothing else you really can do on defense. Sark is skilled at nailing these contested jimmies.
Outside DeRozan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Saric.
At the line for your Spurs, DeMar DeRozan. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
Crawford finds Saric. Middleton against Covington. Here's Fultz. Again, Philadelphia.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Bledsoe outside. Over Fultz. DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
Here's Crawford. Softly drops in the floater.
The floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Spurs leading by 13. Bledsoe kicks to DeRozan. Middleton for 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Crawford outside. Shoots over DeRozan. Kept alive. Saric. And slam dunk by Saric.
And Kevin, Sark is such a gritty player on the offensive end. I mean, he's showing how determined he is to snag the second chance opportunities.
Middleton looking it over. And DeRozan kicks to Bertans. No good on the triple. The 76ers trail by 14. Here's Crawford to the middle. Stolen by Middleton. And there's the feed to Bledsoe. The shot off that time.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
There's the three. Muscala misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bledsoe passes to Bertens. Back to Bledsoe. Pass to Bertans. Clock at 4. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Gasol. Goes back up. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Redick is checked in. That's good from DeMar DeRozan. So it's Philadelphia now, trailing by 17. Up top, Fultz. Some solid defense from Gasol.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards, just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Fultz kicks to Saric. But they recover it. Covington in the corner. Over Middleton. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Inside, here's DeRozan. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Compared to when you were playing, C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the 4s and the 5s, the power forwards and the centers, changed, do you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. There's a lot more emphasis on the mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I've played with some great defenders. The Ben Wallace, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with the total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or there's a way to make sure to highlight you with the mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like that.
I mean, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Here's Covington. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the New York Knicks. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors.
And for the matchup with the Celtics, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And here's Fultz. The pass to Muscala. Fultz kicks to Redick. Clock at 6. Pass to Muscala. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. DeRozan against Redick. See, Webb, there was a time when athletes spoke up about societal issues and they were simply told to, just stick to sports. That is no longer the case.
Basketball was built on players speaking their mind. The one thing about the game of basketball, whether you're from Serbia like my friend Vlade or you're from Detroit like me, it's an urban game. And you cannot leave the problems of urban society just because you were blessed with the talent to play basketball. And so many of us speak up on societal issues just because we made it doesn't mean that our friends and family are out of those situations. We're not in a bubble in which we don't see how those issues affect us, our family, or our friends. And so just because we're blessed with basketball abilities, sporting abilities, does not mean that we're exempt from the problems in society. And if we have a platform and can speak out, why not? And I'm very proud of what guys in the league has done, whether it's LeBron James and his scholarship program, or whether it's Chris Paul and others, or Steve Kerr speaking up for societal issues. For me, it's refreshing, but it also is in the lineage of the greats that started this game in basketball, speaking up for the voiceless.
DeRozan against Redick. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Stolen by Middleton. Dishes to Bledsoe. The NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Webb, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I'd like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over, along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football. And so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're Shaqtin' a fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop? Or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side. Right. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
Shot clock at 6. Sharks trying to break free. Covington with the bucket.
Oh, so creative with the ball in his hands. Covington capable of picking the D apart.
Bledsoe outside. He kicks it to Gasol. Pass to Bertens. Back to Gasol. For 3, Bledsoe. No good that time. Pass to Covington. Fires from 14. Again, Philadelphia.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
Outside DeRozan. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, big game for you offensively. You were calling for the ball. Looked like you were really looking to be aggressive.
Yeah, I know I had a small guard on me. I had an opportunity to post up. And, I know he wasn't going to block none of my shots. All I had to do was, follow through and concentrate.
Mouse in the house, DeMar. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.